Okay. Okay. Niemanden nehmen. Niemanden nehmen. Okay. Okay.
My name is Nina, aka Lady Liberty Press. I'm here at Ukmukfukk, in Budapest. And we're about to enter the layer where all the zines are with an international lineup of artists coming from all over Serbia, Austria, as well as local artists. So let's go on in and ask some hard questions.
Heute steh ich in den Pfützen, denn niemand nimmt mich mit.
Where are you from?
I'm from Zagreb, from Croatia.
Ah, from Croatia. Okay,
Yes,
very
and
cool.
I have the mutual stand with my colleagues from Belgrade.
Okay.
So we are sort of collective right now. And we are doing this very often in different countries.
All right. And what's kind of some of the subject matters that you're dealing with?
Mostly my comics and posters for the bands, mostly musical posters.
Bands?
Yes.
What kind of music?
Bad one.
Bad music.
Yes, bad and noisy.
This is a visual diary about 1 year, university and traveling and people and places and things like 22 years old girl. Mine is about,
We're here with Austrian zinester Soibot. Do you want to say something about your work? Soibot is here. Hello, Soibot.
I'm Soibot, nice
You're
to meet
Soibot.
you. But I have to do my job right now, I'm really sorry.
Okay, we'll come back
It's
to
going
you.
to take over for me.
You could film this if you want.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Heute steh ich in den Pfützen, denn niemand nimmt mich mit.
Take this home. Oh, and there we have some staff, those people with the caps.
we chose a small size because it serves as a hand booklet that you can keep in your bag, and if something bad is happening to you, then you can read about it, how to react.
I'm Balázs from Hungary, but I represent the Miracle Collective, which is international. This is just a trash zine called Zine. It's like slightly satanistic. Here is some BDSM fantasies. The rest we have, this is from Benjamin Efreti, Xenoxenism. He's a kind of philosopher, and this is an explanation in detail of his new, well, it's not philosophy, it's rather like an anthropological theory.
I'm a little bit nervous to ask my friend about the other things.
Well, yeah?
This is the best, but this is too good. It's too good for your show.
Oh, whoa! Tell us about the man on the cover of this scene.
I was in an office photo session.
Okay.
And I want to try look like professional, and I started to photoshopping and I put it on my Facebook, and then everybody says you should do a fanzine about this. I'm an illustrator. We're very proud of this zine. This is from the V4 countries, from Slovakia, Czech Republic, Poland and Hungary. This is one of my favorites. It's Houdini, the cowboys of the Hortobágy. It's from a Polish illustrator.
Oh no.
It's over, the interview is over.
We called Mama Photo Books, and we're organizing events around photo books. We are making them as well, and we are collecting them. We have a collection we distribute as well, and that's it.
Hi. The Art Product Research Center was founded in 1979 by György Galántai and Julia Klanicai. We collected some our basic collections, publications, which you can see on these two tables.
I'm David. I run Postuma Productions. Most of my zines are about music, underground punk and metal. grindcore.
Hi, my name is Michał. I'm from Poland, but we are based in London. In Poland, we published since 2007, so it's over 10 years now. A few years ago, we moved to London and started publishing as English publishers, so we bring book in English here. We have some other books from Israel, from Romania, from Serbia.
Well,
UK.
you're like practically the UN.
Yeah. So that's it.
We also have like a nice little tree here. Should mention we're at Anker't here, which is a really nice bar atmosphere.
We're here from the Suburger Collective. We've been publishing alternative independent comics for 25 years now.
Okay.
We've developed from a fanzine now into a prozine.
A prozine?
Yeah,
So
a prozine is this is our magazine here, which is made in a professional way. Although we are still like DIY, you know, voluntary work and so on. So this is a prozine.
Prozine, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Sounds like an important category that needs a patent. Have you patented the prozine?
It's something in the middle. No, it's not our term, but it just came this way.
On that note, let's keep going and take some of those good vibes. See if we find some other prozines. Now this here is the mascot for Depi fanzine, which is coming up here. Would you like to tell us what your zine is all about?
Yes, hi, I'm Andrea, and it's about depression. That's why it's called Depi Zine. Everything has a meaning, a symbolism in the whole stuff. So, for example...
Ooh, bubble wrap.
Yeah. It's against anxiety, so you can use it when you're an anxious person.
Ah, you get to pop the bubbles.
Yeah. There's a sadly. So there's like free stickers about sadness, photos, graphics, texts, everything which reminds us
there's the
depression.
therapy group.
So for example, like life is good.
Life is life, yeah.
Which is obvious. And the last page itself, it's an application.
Okay, the zine comes with an application.
Yeah, download to the phone.
That is...
And I'm happy to show you the result, how it works. So...
Wow, it's like a tricked out zine.
My artist name is Kimiko.
Okay.
This is my first time in the festival, and this is also my first time making zines. I'm actually aiming to add, educate the society a little by little, and make their daily lives a little bit better.
Okay.
With advices and stuff.
What kind of advice?
5 things that will make your day better. Methods, I actually learned at therapy to help you cope with your own sadness and things. Everyone gets sad and it's a daily occurrence. So yes, and this one, this is about astrophysics and space, because I'm really interested in space stuff. So
cool. What kind of space stuff? Like aliens
no,
or
like
real space stuff? Okay.
Yeah.
Whoop. Uh-oh, stepped on the print. It's a no-no. So don't broadcast that. Hi! Would you like to tell us about your zine distro? Lolosaurus.
We're Lolosaurus for now.
And we are from Finland.
Ah, from Finland.
Yes.
Cool. So you guys actually had a very long trip getting here.
Yeah, kind of, but we study here.
Ah, you study here. Okay, so then you probably come from around the block. But how would you say this Zinefest compares to? I know comic culture is quite big also in Finland.
I don't know, I think in here the scene is somehow more active, like people do a lot of things, and I think it's kind of more diverse in here.
Okay.
From what I've seen in Finland. Well, I haven't lived there for a while now, but there's a lot of things happening there too, but the kind of way working here feels a lot more straightforward.
We have a zine with the tampon on it. So I'm guessing you guys have a feminist zine practice.
Well, these are really cheap zines, so we just photocopy it. It's like original zine form.
Original zine format, okay.
And this one...
hand-sewn binding?
Yes, and it's called Intim Hulladék, which is like, I don't know it in English.
Ooh.
Well, where you have to put your tampons, basically.
Ah, okay.
And it's...
Where do you have to put your...
in a different trash can. And it's interviews with Hungarian punk musician girls.
Cool.
But it's in Hungarian. And we have Hüvelygomba, which is another feminist zine.
Cool.
We asked like a few girls who are not really like academic feminists to talk about like really basic questions, like what do you think about abortion? What does feminism mean to you?
Could you tell us about your zine while you're getting a tattoo? You know, it's a really lovely risograph magazine here on sort of semi-glittery paper.
I started to take pictures of my lovers and of my friends, and I thought it was interesting to give a point of view about the male body.
Cool.
And in a tender way and in a sweet way, which is also sexualized. This was in Hong Kong, and the guy was thinking I was in a hotel, but I was sleeping at a friend's place. So he invited me at his parents' place, but his mother arrived in the morning and I had to run. Basically, she kicked me out of the room, yelling in Chinese.
Okay, so in general, I think my zines are really different. Like, often people, they pick one thing up and then they laugh, and then they pick up another one. They're like, oh, this one was really depressing. I have a tendency of trying to pick something out that's a little difficult. Like, I made a zine about failure as a political praxis. I made a zine about how being a woman or being positioned as a woman can be traumatic. And I made a zine about when my dad died, and I made one about men and masculinity. So it's like these different things that I gravitate towards, like these kinds of subjects that I find are like maybe not necessarily being talked about because it's difficult or it's vulnerable, and I think it's interesting to do something that's more, that maybe like there's not a definite answer on it, but that can definitely be discussed or like maybe be highlighted or looked into in some way.
All right, so we're here in the final minutes of Ukmukfukk Festival in Budapest, and in a rare moment, all three organizers are in the same place. Do you feel like analog culture is alive, or internet culture might be jeopardizing this culture in a way? Are there any dangers that zine culture is facing?
If you work only in a virtual media, then it becomes frustrating after a while that you never have a materialized object or something. Yeah. So it's really a special feeling to have something in print.
Yeah.
Because it's touchable, you can keep it, it's not gonna delete from your hard drive just like that. So you will have it forever.
Well, yeah, congratulations on a very, very vibrant and diverse festival, I would say. I think it covers a lot of ground, it covers a lot of different types of publication and publication processes, from political to aesthetic, which I think is rare that all comes together in a way. And it's super international, and there's so many people here of so many different ages and ideas and philosophies coming together. So I think you can all like give each other a pat on the back.